Hi, I'm Joe.
I'm Joe's mom.
And we're
Eastside
Eastside Vibes, back with another one.
Yes.
After a little break again.
Yeah.
We're going to try to get back into the routine of stuff.
Yeah.
But-
Work hours make life difficult.
Yeah, schedules.
Yep.
But anyway, we're on to another, popular older rapper's new album,
Mm-hmm.
similar to what we did last time with A$AP Rocky. And that's J. Cole. J. Cole's The Fall Off was probably one of the most anticipated hip-hop albums of a while.
More than A$AP's.
Of years. Yeah.
Or just it was more anticipated of him.
Well, in general.
Okay. All right.
Because of who J. Cole is.
Right.
If you're a J. Cole fan or a fan of hip-hop and watching this, you would probably know the whole backstory as to why that would be the case.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of it has to do, one, with, to get things started, the last J. Cole album we did, which J. Cole released his last album, which we reviewed,
Yes.
it was stated that at that time that his next record was supposed to be his last record, supposedly.
That's what I've read.
As an artist.
And this is only his 7th album. So
yeah.
just if he
he's had a couple of mixtapes too.
Oh, but if you stop making music after your 7th album, that shows how powerful you've been at.
Yeah, and J. Cole, for what it's worth, I mean, so that album, Might Delete Later, came out about maybe 2 or 3 years ago?
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Because we did it on this channel.
Mm-hmm.
J. Cole is an artist who has not been super prolific.
No.
Like you said, he's 40 now. He's been around since 2008, and he's had 7 albums.
Right.
Which for hip hop artists, that's not a lot.
Right. Exactly.
And when J. Cole made, like I said, when he made Might Delete Later, at that time he had said that his next record was probably going to be his last.
Okay.
Since that's happened, all the Drake and Kendrick and J. Cole beef all went down. Mainly between Drake and Kendrick. It started when Kendrick called out Drake and J. Cole.
Okay. Why did he call it J. Cole?
He didn't really call out J. Cole. I mean, technically, he didn't really call out Drake, although you could tell he wanted to start something with Drake.
Yeah, I can't remember what the song was.
And he didn't necessarily want to start something with J. Cole.
Yeah, okay.
It was like that with Future and Playboi Carti.
Oh, that's right.
Anyway, on that song, he basically said, he's like, fuck the top 3, it's top me.
Mm-hmm.
And the top 3 has always been considered Drake, J. Cole, and Kendrick, at least for this generation of rappers.
Okay.
And J. Cole at that time did not release, Drake immediately basically responded.
Yeah, exactly.
And J. Cole didn't. And he did not address it at all, even publicly, and people kind of saw that as, I guess, soft in a way, or he's dodging the competition. Because one thing about hip hop, it's one of my favorite reactors on YouTube, Screwface Jean, he always says this.
Mm-hmm.
Hip hop is a sport. Hip hop is a competition. He was a football player.
Okay,
yeah.
So he relates it to that.
And he even does rap battles with his viewers, where he's hip hop is a sport, and he's the ref or whatever. It's pretty cool. But
maybe he was trying to take the upper hand though, and not respond to look like a jerk.
You could. That's kind of, it seems like his standpoint.
I think that's what it is.
He took the higher ground.
Mm-hmm.
But when it's a competition and someone says, F you, I'm better than you.
Yeah.
And you just don't respond.
Right.
It doesn't make you look that good.
No. If you would have, I'm thinking basketball, if LeBron said it and you know that he's saying it about Giannis, you know Giannis is going to respond.
Yeah, or if he doesn't, people... And for what it's worth in basketball, LeBron and Michael Jordan both say they're the best, but they don't necessarily call each other out.
No, they don't.
But J. Cole, they will kind of respond.
Yes, they will.
But J. Cole, like I said nothing.
I think he took the upper hand. I really do.
But look how many streams and look how well that did for Kendrick and Drake after that. So J. Cole also just missed out on that part of it.
So he
and as a hip hop fan, it would have been fun for me for J. Cole to be no, tell us why he's better than them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unfortunately, that became super personal.
Mm-hmm.
And I also wonder if J. Cole had jumped into it, if it wouldn't have gotten that personal between Kendrick and Drake.
Oh.
Because
He
it
could've
wouldn't
stopped
have
it.
been personal. Because they don't have...
Oh.
Kendrick and Drake obviously don't like each other.
Right.
But neither of them dislike J. Cole. In fact, they both like done music. J. Cole's been featured with like both of them
Yeah.
recently.
So then why was J. Cole called into the beef? Because he was
Because
working with both of them?
No, because he's considered the other best rapper.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, even for what it's worth, at that time, Future came out with music saying, I'm in the top 3.
Right.
Because like,
That's tough.
Because Future, I mean, I would say, this is a present opinion or whatever, he's like the best trap artist.
I know you like him for his trap.
And
music.
Future, and whether or not like you consider trap different than like what Drake and Kendrick or J. Cole are doing, or like how you compare it, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Future definitely is as successful and popular as them.
Right.
So, and they're obviously different kinds of artists.
Yeah.
But that's my point, is like Future said no, like why wasn't I included in that? Why wouldn't you say I'm in that group?
Just say the top 5. They should have said the top 5.
Well, like I said, Kendrick said top 3, and it was referring to, and what's funny is Future's actually on that song that he says it on. But then Future later was like, no, like why wasn't I in there? So Future also like got himself into that, and J. Cole still didn't, So that made him look even like worse, like he's just completely dodging it. About a year ago, it got like rumored that the fall off was finally supposed to come out, and like I said, that's supposed to be his last album.
Right.
And people got super excited for this because it's J. Cole, his last record.
Mm-hmm.
All of like the promo for it was like really cool.
Okay.
Like the singles were really cool.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And how it felt like the album was going to be a timeline.
Mm-hmm. Which it is.
And in it covers like different points of his life.
Right. Right.
And when we got it, that turned out to be the case, like you said.
Right, yeah. So what he's referring to, it's talking about his time in Fayetteville. Is that how you say
Fayetteville.
it?
Well, he's always like lived there.
Yes. So it's talking about his time as
there.
a 29-year-old. Like I think going back to where he lived, and then as a 39-year-old going back to where he lived. So that's why there's 2 discs.
Yeah. Like I was gonna say, like you just said. If you, I'm sure if you've looked into this, you would know. But there's 2 discs. There's 24 songs on this album.
Yep.
2 basically separate albums.
Right.
That seem like different perspectives from J. Cole. If you listen to disc 29, at least, in my opinion, I wonder if you feel the same. It feels like he sounds like he's rapping from a younger perspective.
Oh, definitely.
And then on disc 39,
it's like his voice feels different.
Yeah, he seems harder.
Yeah.
Disc
go ahead.
39, is like him rapping as older. Even the first song is him like rapping about his life in reverse.
Mm-hmm. So we were talking about this before. It has how many songs on it altogether? 24. And that people may have not wanted to listen to the whole thing because of it. And so we had talked about maybe he should have done it like A$AP Rocky. Done a few on a second disc, but now he's coming out with a different one. But you mentioned maybe he should have put that first one out right away, and then like a day or 2 later bring the other one out.
Well, no, it's cool that you mentioned that because of the way we're doing our reviews, we're actually going to react to this or do the videos separately for disc 29 and disc 39 because for me, and I feel like for you, it would have felt that better that way.
Right.
And something about the fall off is when it came out, the reception for it felt like it was like, it wasn't like mixed. Like people like it.
Okay.
It's good. It's great. But people seem to get fatigued from it. A lot of people, a lot of like reviews and like people are like, it's too many songs and there's too much going on here. Mm-hmm. And I'm not when I reviewed it for my blog, I listened to the whole thing and I did sort of feel that way and I probably wrote that a little bit.
Yeah.
But when I knew we were going to do these videos separate, I've only listened to disc 29 and then disc 39 separately.
Yeah, it's like you have to listen to it on 2 different days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that makes them seem a lot better and a lot more concise.
Yes, and it just brings the whole perspective together.
If you listen to just Disc 29, you're like, it feels like a concise 12-song album.
Mm-hmm.
Listen to Disc 39, feels that way. Instead of like two different, kind of like a jumbled thing.
Yeah.
Which is the problem with a lot of modern hip-hop, where they'll have 20-something songs in an album and like 4 or 5 of them are just kind of throwaways.
Yeah.
And it makes the whole rating of the album go down.
Right, right.
So, anyway, because of that, we're focusing on Disc 29 for this one.
Yes,
and then in our next video, which we'll put out soon, we're going to do Disc 39.
Yes.
And as far as Disc 29 goes, like I said, it feels like he's rapping from a younger perspective. And in my opinion, the instrumentals on this feel a lot like more modern, too.
Yes.
Disc 39 almost feels a little bit more old school.
Yes, it does.
And a lot of these songs are like super hard.
Super hard, and I
harder than like you would expect from J. Cole.
Okay.
Like he's kind of like attacking in a way.
Yeah.
And maybe this is him like, or a version of his younger self getting mad about like the reception he got for the whole Drake and Kendrick thing. He even references that sort of multiple times on this album.
I didn't even get that.
Like he doesn't like specifically mention people, but like I know like on, trying to think, is it on like Safety where he's like, someone's like, why is Buddy talking about you like that?
Oh,
it's like he's talking to a friend, and like the friend is like, "Why is Buddy talking about you like that?"
Yeah. Okay. So then we know who it is.
Yeah. So it's obvious it could be Drake or Kendrick.
Okay.
But he's obviously like mad about it, or not like it affected him.
It's just like I think as a 29-year-old,
why are they doing it?
He was thinking
probably would have. Yeah, he probably would have been more likely to actually jump into it,
right,
than he is now.
That makes sense.
But anyway. I already kind of talked about a song. As always, we're going to talk about some of our favorite tracks from this record, then give some more overall thoughts at the end. The first song we picked is one of my mom's picks. It is the most popular song on the album.
Is it really?
Yeah, and the...
Wait, are you talking about the intro?
2-6.
Oh, I was just going to mention the intro real quick.
Oh, okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
So,
sure. The intro's not like
it's not really a song. No, it's not.
It is interesting because it sounds like folk.
Well, it's because it's who is it? James Taylor.
It's James, so it is folk.
Yeah, it's yeah. And so because
I guess
I'm listening to it and I'm like, why are they starting off with James Taylor? I didn't get the message.
Is James Taylor from North Carolina?
He's from North Carolina,
and
then it's him saying, "I want to go back to North Carolina."
Yeah.
You hear people talking in the background, and all of a sudden there's like gunshots everywhere. That's your intro, saying basically it's like
that kind of like
going back to it. It's like
it does like feel relevant to like who J. Cole is as an artist, and because J. Cole has always seemed like someone who comes from that background, or like everyone around him was always like selling drugs and like and doing gang violence and stuff, and he on this album says many times he always tried to rise above that and be that person from his area who doesn't do that.
Yep.
But all of his friends are still doing that. So that's kind of like the James Taylor thing. Like maybe James Taylor was that way.
And we just didn't know it.
Where like there was like gang violence going on, or in like where he's from and his friends.
That's true.
But
who knows?
You wouldn't know that about James Taylor.
No.
He's like this like kind of like profound artist.
Yes, definitely.
But so that's the intro.
Yeah.
But the actual first song that my mom picked is 2-6, which is technically the first record of the album. Like I mentioned, it's the most popular song.
Weirdly, like, because he's always saying 2-6, and I always think of like 67. I'm like, how could you do it differently? Like 2-6-2-6, something like that. Yeah. Did
you see like the music video for it too?
No, I didn't see it yet. I was going to, but I didn't.
Yeah, he like basically it's him. He like reported at like Instagram Live when he was doing it. It's him like riding around like Fayetteville, like someone recording him in a car, like driving and like going up to people and like blasting the song, and it's pretty cool. Yeah,
wow.
Where he's like interacting with people who are listening to it.
That's really cool.
Yeah,
I like that.
But anyway, I'll let you give your thoughts on the song.
So we were talking about that as a 29-year-old. as sounding like a 29-year-old. The beats were harder, the beats were faster. They were just like, coming at you.
I guess before we get in, is that I didn't really think about this. This is probably referring to him as a 26-year-old, right?
No, as a 29-year-old.
No, this song, though.
Oh, 2-6, yeah. It says, yeah. No, actually it's
okay.
not. So, like, Milwaukee is called the 414.
Oh, is
where
that an
he's
area
from,
code?
yeah, and it's called,
2-6?
it's just the 2-6. That's
Okay.
what they call it.
Okay.
There. Yeah, that's what I had to figure out myself.
Yeah, I was curious. I actually didn't know.
Yep. And the other thing is, he dropped this album on February 2nd of 26.
Oh, that's right.
26.
And that's his birthday.
Yeah, that's his birthday.
February 26th, and when he turned 40.
Yep. So
Yeah.
very interesting that he did all
Yeah.
that. I said
that alone shows that's like an artist thing to do.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah.
Like he really took the time to
Yeah.
think about it. Exactly. So the nickname reference to the music 2-6, his hometown of Fayetteville, we already said North Carolina. It's actually, he lived in Cumberland County, which was called the 26th county in North Carolina.
Oh, okay.
So there you go. It's it's that, and then you drop it on 2626. There's a lot going on there. Again, it's now going back to his roots when he lived there specifically as a 29-year-old, like going back to where he lived as a 29-year-old. And it was reflecting on his personal growth and challenges, because when he went back, and like you said, he lives near there now, but he doesn't live in the same area. So I think even when he went back, suddenly he was realizing the challenges that everybody faces,
People
that he could face too.
People he grew up with, friends that are dead, and
exactly. So he had to look at that from a personal perspective and from the challenges that exist there. So some lyrics I said that go out with this were, he was an outcast, but I never was cast out. So even though, like you said, he didn't do the drug scene, he was that would be considered an outcast, but his people never cast him out. They never got rid of him. I'm a small fish from a pond where they crash out. Mm-hmm. Makes sense. And 2-6, wild bitch, is like, he's just keeps referencing that because of that's where he lived.
Yeah, so 2-6 it's a really good intro song.
Yeah,
it's one of the hardest songs on the record.
Yes.
And I would say the lyrics reflect the feeling and his delivery of the song.
Huge.
Yeah, it's very big.
Yeah, I could have gone on with a lot of lyrics.
It's kind of like an anthemic song. Well, one thing I'm sure you realize when you listen to J. Cole, the whole thing is lyrics. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what song you listen to, even if it's something you don't like as much. If you listen to what he's saying, his wordplay is always really insane. Good. That's what he's known for.
Right. Yep.
But there's a line, I can't remember what song it's on, but he's but he says, I'm the 910 Shakespeare.
Yes, I remember that one too.
Which I'm assuming 910 was his area code.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, which is phenomenal. I'm the Carolina 910 Shakespeare. I think that's what it is.
Well, then, you were talking about lyrics. There was one where he was speaking about Oppenheimer, and then some other things related to that, which somehow affected whatever he was thinking or doing at that time. His lyrics are crazy. Yeah.
So that was our and my mom's opinion on 2-6. Mm-hmm. The next song we picked, another one of my mom's picks, is Run a Train with Future, which I'm not gonna lie, I'm surprised that you picked this because of I thought you would like the instrumental and maybe the J. Cole parts, but for what Future is insinuating with what he's saying, I don't know if you actually
did.
Yeah,
I did.
I think it's funny.
Yeah,
what he's saying
exactly.
And he's not it's not that basically he's saying F the world, run a train. Mm-hmm. And if you know what run a train means, that's him saying effing something or whatever, or fuck the world, run a train.
Yeah.
Which I think is a funny way to put that. It's when Lil Wayne said I fuck the world or whatever. Uh-huh. It's you saying that you dominate it.
You're right.
Obviously.
Right.
But anyway, I'll let you talk about Run a Train.
Okay. So again, I said it was very high energy. And
instrumentally, this I would say is a lot different than 2-6.
Definitely.
This is soulful.
Yes, 2-6 is just it's like that.
I would say one reason I would have picked this, I like this song so much, is because like I mentioned before, I'm a huge Future fan.
Mm-hmm.
This is a different side of Future.
Yes. Oh,
you don't
100%.
hear Future sing like this and on an instrumental like this.
Yeah, he's singing on it, and
because this isn't really trap either. It's
nope.
It's like a kind of an older style of hip hop. It is very big, but it is not what you would expect from Future.
No.
And in my opinion, he sounds like really good on it.
He does.
Yeah.
He should make more songs like that.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree. So there was X, who is a how'd you say that? They're a musical. They interview with people. They said the statement sound meant to grab the listener. So they're like, the sound, like you just said, the sound of this song, which was different from 2-6, was actually meant to grab the listener in and be like, oh, something's going on here.
Yeah, even the intro with Future singing like that. Right. I remember when I first listened to this, I'm like, first of all, is that Future? Because you can tell it by his inflection.
Yeah.
But like, really? Like Future is doing that?
Yeah. Yep.
And then too, like, like you said, the instrumental kind of pulls you in because it's like unique. The melody is unique. Yeah.
Very unique. Some are saying it's gritty, poetic narrative, which I could see.
Oh, definitely. Even from the Future part.
Yep. And it's about his growth as a man and his place in the music industry. Again, 29. It included Future, we said, who rapped the theme of exaggerated respect throughout the whole thing. So the lyrics that I have...
You actually picked the Future lyrics.
Yeah, I did. How do you like that? So I'm not going to say the first word, but it's how's it go? What the F do you know about me? So it's like F do you know about my passion? F do you know about my pain? F do you know about my struggle? They say the Lord's timing is divine, and I walk with him, so that explains mine. Like, wow, pretty deep there. And I said with it too that it's a very deep song. You may find that all the pain he's creating is a strange bond that he has to where he lived, and that's like where all the strain from.
And I feel like he's kind of talking about a lot of stuff with his friends, where he's from, drama with like I'm assuming his like this baby mama. And,
yeah. And in the end,
because I'm pretty sure that he's not married to the mother of his first kid.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So in the end, people are saying that, and I'm putting it in my own words, that this almost is like a meditation song for him. Like to sit there, if he were listening to it, like they're saying he could meditate to it.
Even for
because
me.
of how it all,
I would say like, this is something, if I'm like feeling a song where if you're feeling like down or whatever, you want something hype, like listen to this. Like,
definitely.
It'll kind of get you going.
Yep. I agree.
Yeah, like, because like, it's like, what do you know about what I've been through?
Yeah, what do you know about my passion? What do you know about me? I mean, and I love that perspective. Yeah. Because I'm like, nobody really knows you until they know you.
Yeah, and obviously, the Future part is referring to what J. Cole's saying on the song, but like, to hear Future talk from that perspective, because he usually does not really talk from that perspective.
Right, like what do you know about me?
Yeah, where he's very cocky.
Yep. Not on
and
this.
On this, no, it like almost feels like he's like stepping back, and I like that a lot.
Yeah, really listen to the whole album, but listen to this one; it's really good.
So that's "Run a Train" with Future. The next one we picked, it's one of mine. I actually thought you would pick this for sure.
Okay.
It's "Poor Thing."
All right.
And "Poor Thing," I would, and at least I think that this, and I don't know if like how popular the song is actually. I should go back and look. I think it seems the closest to like a lot of J. Cole's biggest songs.
Okay.
Instrumentally.
Okay.
It kind of reminds me of stuff like False Prophets or
Ooh,
yeah,
I know that. Yep.
Yeah, songs like that. Like instrumentally, this makes me think of something like that.
All right.
It feels like older J. Cole.
Yeah.
Like 29-year-old J. Cole.
Okay.
And I think so the instrumental's like kind of like soulful old school trap. It's like pretty like smooth.
I love the soulful trap music. Soulful. It's cool.
That's why I said that. Or
it's
that's
so
why
interesting. You can't. It's not beautiful. There's a different feel to it, basically.
That's why I thought you would pick this one. But I do get because Run a Train is like really, I when I first listened to this, I thought that song like really stood out.
Yes. Oh,
and
yes.
Obviously,
immediately.
You felt that way too.
Yeah, I mean, 2-6 did, but that one is probably more in my mind than 2-6 is.
And Poor Thing, because it sounds like older J. Cole, maybe you didn't think about it as much.
Okay.
But if you go back and listen to this, it's like really like smooth.
Is it? I think maybe also listening to Future in that song, the way that Future doesn't perform,
I agree.
that pulled me in too.
If J. Cole would, and I think if J. Cole would have put out a full album that sounds like this song, his fans would have actually loved this.
Okay.
Because this just would have been what they would have expected.
Right.
I think lyrically, Poor Thing is like really interesting.
Right.
Because he's obviously referring to like someone in particular.
Yes.
And in the song, he says like you grew up with both parents, you got good grades in school, and you ended up becoming like a trap star, and like now like you're going to jail and you're losing everything. Like he's literally calling out a specific person.
Right.
And there's a lot of people who probably also got into this. A lot of people, most of the people who are in that world, had people in their lives that were like are in it too, and that's why.
Okay.
But it feels like in this case, that's not necessarily true. I mean, he grew up around people that are like that, but he's like, you in particular.
Yeah. Yeah, good grades. You were good in school.
You should have been. And J. Cole has rapped many times in the past about how he didn't have a dad.
Yeah, he was raised by a single mom in a trailer park.
So he's obviously even like, calling out this person on that.
Yeah.
Like you had your parents, and you know.
And what did you do with your life?
Yeah.
You know.
And I think it's cool because, in general, because of the internet, probably a lot of people get wrapped up in stuff like that. Period. It's not, even though it could be referring to one person.
Right.
I think tons of people can actually relate to this, or either for themselves or like people that they know.
So do you think the title Poor Thing is him really going, poor thing?
No.
Or like him going, poor thing? Like, do you think it's him feeling bad?
No, it's sarcasm. He's not feeling. He's not feeling bad.
Okay. Yeah.
He's like you did this to yourself. Like this didn't have to happen. And one thing about that is like we said in the last song, you don't know what someone's been through.
No.
You don't necessarily have to judge that way. So J. Cole is judging from the outside perspective on someone.
Right.
This person could say like, this is the reason why that happened.
Right. And it's what's interesting is that I think it was in 2-6, he talks about the fact that he was an outcast because he wasn't doing those negative things. But he was never cast out.
Yeah.
Well, this person, had it all, had everything.
Yeah.
Were they an outcast because of that they had everything?
Maybe.
But then
and they fell into what everyone else was doing because they wanted to.
Exactly.
I think he kind of refers to that in the song.
Yeah.
Like you didn't have to do that. You could, because like you said, J. Cole saw himself as better.
Yes. Yeah.
And he's like, you could have seen yourself as better.
100%.
But you didn't.
100%.
You just did what you saw people doing. And it's kind of like a prophetic song in a way.
Very much so.
Which is why I personally thought that you would pick this one.
That one.
Yeah. So that's Poor Thing. My last pick was Who the F Is You?
Liked that one too.
Which I think instrumentally is pretty similar to 2-6. It's the closest to 2-6 on the record.
Yes.
At least the first half. This is basically the instrumental is 2 parts.
Okay.
The first half has like that rowdy, like raunchy trap sound.
Correct.
Second half kind of almost sounds like old Lil Wayne. It's like more like
you're right.
Like southern, like horn-filled trap music.
Yeah. Did you say cornfield?
Horn-filled. Like horns.
Corn. Okay, cornfield.
No, horn.
Horn. Okay, I thought you were talking like
trumpets.
I thought he was like talking
like
about
the instrumental has trumpet sounds.
Yes, it does. Yeah, it's really cool instrumentally.
Yeah, and Who the F Is You is another song where J. Cole is referencing like how he was different. It's kind of similar to Poor Thing in a way.
Okay.
Where he's like referencing how he's different than everyone, and maybe this person called J. Cole out, which is why from his town,
Yeah.
this person called Jake or said something about J. Cole and J. Cole heard about it and that's why he's talking about them.
Could be.
And this song, like, it's like a very, like, poetic style song where, like, lyrically there's a lot of, like, double entendres and stuff like that, like, cool, like, rhyme schemes. And it's him rapping about how he grew up around all of this stuff.
Yep, and how his perspective was is we always have to go back to as a 29-year-old.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, and then on this song, he's also like kind of saying that like everyone he's friends with is still like that.
Yep.
So,
but again, they don't cast him out because he's not that, which is
what he's saying though is like if whoever he's calling out, whoever he's talking to. He's like, hey, like, just because I don't do that stuff, all my friends do. And then, like, there's this line where he's like, we know exactly what it means when people show 9s, 22s, or 45s. We're studying numerology, which is, like, a phenomenal line. Yeah. But, like, what he's saying...
That's good.
Yeah. But what he's obviously saying is, like, you know, like, just because I didn't do that, like, if you try to come at me, like, I have my guys.
Right.
Which, for what it's interesting, by the way, I just get a little sidebar. People don't really talk about J. Cole negatively for talking like this.
No, they don't.
But Drake has always said the same thing, and people always call him a cornball. And I think it's because he was on Degrassi.
Yes.
So people see him as an actor who like was rich, but like if you actually look into Drake, that's not the case.
So he was.
I don't really want to get into Drake.
No, just
he
was raised by a white family, correct?
No, his mom is white.
Oh, his mom is white,
and
but
his dad's black.
Did he grow up in a poor area? I don't know.
He grew up like pretty poor. His mom was like I think a teacher or something.
Okay, and then he somehow got into.
And and his dad was in Memphis.
Okay.
And he was like a trapper in Memphis.
Okay.
So, just like getting into Drake, yeah. A lot of people don't know that about Drake.
No,
and then,
no, I didn't.
So, but like, I think the story is there's like a song where Drake talks about it, where like his uncle was rich. Okay. Like maybe his mom's sister.
Oh, I remember that. I remember that. Yep.
Sister married someone that's rich, and that uncle is what got him into the rich side.
Yeah, we actually did that, Drake, and I remember talking about that.
That's probably how he got on Degrassi and all that. But if Drake really grew up there, then he would have grown up around the same thing, and he could have been very similar to J. Cole. Where like he just didn't do it, but like everyone else was doing it.
Right.
Like I said, when Drake talks about it, people call him a cornball. But then people also try to say Drake got XXX killed. And how would Drake do that if he wasn't growing up around that? You know, how would that happen?
How could a cornball do that?
That's what I'm saying. Like, obviously he had some connection.
Right.
But
not that the murder happened, but yeah, that's really interesting.
Whether, even for you to think that.
Yeah. To think it.
But anyway, but on this song, J. Cole is saying that. He's like, you know, if you do come for me, maybe he's referring to the same person as the Poor Thing song, just know that, like, we know about it, too. I got my guys. And then, like, a lot of the song is him talking about that, and then, like, him doing his wordplay.
Right.
To, like, show that, like, he's different.
Right.
You know?
And when he says he's got his guys, though, he's talking about the guys he grew up with, right?
Yeah. Like, he can send his
always
friends
going to be his
after
friends.
you.
Yeah, exactly.
Who are still doing that. But anyway, so that's Who the F Is You. Those were our songs that we picked. There are other songs I mentioned, Safety, I liked a lot too. The Let Out I think is very good too.
Okay. I liked Safety a lot as well.
Overall, like I said, if you re-listen to just this half, I think like every song is at least good, if not great.
Yeah, exactly. By itself.
Yeah, by itself.
29, whatever intro to it's really good.
And when we do Disc 39, I'll give my opinion, and maybe you can too, on which one you like better.
Okay.
But I will say I really like this a lot as like
too.
12 songs. Like it's very, very, very good.
I agree. It's like, too bad he didn't just release this separately.
Like for me, if he would have just, and it wouldn't have worked that way, but if he had not called it 29, Disc 29, and just released this as the last J. Cole album, I would have been satisfied.
Oh, stopping at 29?
Yeah, if he would have just stopped. Or Yeah, or we'll give our opinions on 39 later. But like,
I could see it too.
I could say that. Like, I would have been like, that's a good album to go off on.
It would be a great way to go off into the sunset. I agree.
Yeah. As far as like we kind of mentioned it, but like I think he's lyrically as great as ever on this.
So good.
Like so good. You could like listen to this. A lot of J. Cole's like this, where like I know like they'll like teach like hip hop theories classes in college. Well, like
where were they when I was, in college? Come on.
They'll do J. Cole because if you just, it's like he's a poet in a way. It's like modern day
well, he calls himself a Shakespeare.
Yeah, this really is like modern day poetry.
Yep, exactly.
A lot of the way he raps. Yeah, and instrumentally, half of it this is like harder and weirder than what you would expect, and then I think like half of it is like kind of like what you would want, so like you get the best of both worlds.
Right.
He showed that because on Might Delete Later, if you remember, like that instrumentally is probably way different than this for you because that was him trying to rap. Like he was using modern trap beats to say, I can do that too.
Okay.
And on this, some of it is like that,
right? But
some of it is him just like doing what you would like want from him anyway.
Exactly.
So he didn't have to do that.
Okay.
But yeah, but anyway, that's like my opinion on Disc 29. Is there anything else you want to add on it, or?
No, I just like the narrative that you said that if he had ended his career with this album, it would have been good. But then again, you haven't heard our perspective on 39 yet either.
Yeah.
So you'll see where.
Which I'll give like a teaser. Like I probably would have felt the same way with that. I'm not gonna lie. Mm-hmm. I also if it just would have been that one.
Right.
But and this one wasn't there.
Right. No.
So, but anyway, I'm Joe.
I'm Joe's mom.
And we're Eastside Vibes. And thanks for watching.
Bye.